Hey guys, how's it going? Well, I'm Aitor Ruiz from Getalink. We've already spoken via email on LinkedIn. Well, I wanted to do a brief onboarding about Getalink, about our platform. Basically, we access it from getalink.com. We can create an account from the registration button. And what's important to know is the difference between advertiser and editor. So basically, in case you're interested in buying services, you'd register as an advertiser, right? And in case you're interested in selling services like, well, buying and selling sponsored posts, brand mentions, link insertions in your own media outlets or niche blogs, or even newsletters, which we've also added, you'd register as an editor. Okay? In this case, well, I'm going to log in directly to my account and I'm going to show you what the Getalink platform is like inside. All right? So, well, I'll log in here. Okay? First, we see the dashboard with, well, the information and the latest updates that we're adding to the platform, right? But what we're dealing with and what really interests us is the link building section. Okay? In case we want to start getting into the thick of it. Well, what we have inside the marketplace, okay? You see that, well, we have a list here with all the media outlets, which is sorted by default with the latest media outlets that have been added. The metrics here, since they're newly added, these metrics will be updated. They go via API, right? They're updated every 15 days. It happens again. And well, basically here you have, well, the number of media outlets we currently have, it's 27,800, okay? But what interests us is from the filter section, well, to start looking for those media outlets that might interest us for our link building strategy, right? So, well, I'm going to do some quick filters, for example, country Spain, category marketing, in case we're interested within the marketing sector. Monthly traffic, well, a minimum of 7,000. The maximum price 600, for example. Link types, well, I'm interested in them being do follow and no follow, and that they have a DR, well, minimum of 20, okay? So let's add these. And here we see how it gives us results for media outlets, okay? That allow these categories and have this series of, well, traffic and prices, okay? So for example, here we can click on more information. We see that this specific website has had a drop in traffic in recent months. So it might be that this one maybe doesn't interest us as much, okay? Because of this drop it's taking, okay? We'd have to see why this drop is happening, but, well, we can keep analyzing, looking until we find a media outlet that might interest us, right? Here we'd have the price for an article, a full one, okay? The one that would talk about our brand, about our product or service, and the price for a mention. That is, here we'd buy a mention of our brand without a link, and in this case, with a link, okay? In the event that a link insertion is accepted in the medium, we would also see a small sign right here, okay? We can actually filter this to allow, see? It allows mentions, it allows insertions. We click here, and you see in yellow insertion. This one allows an insertion for 30 euros. An insertion is basically buying a link in an already existing post, right? So, well, let's imagine we buy in this one. We would fill in all the information. By default at Getalink, we include the writing for up to 600 words completely free of charge. But then if you want 800 or 1000 words, the price increases by 3 and 5 euros. You can also directly send the writing already done yourself, okay? You just uncheck the rating required field and you attach the text here in the file, okay? And the images. Well, we also have a service, besides being able to put the title you want discussed, terms to avoid, HTML codes and snippets, okay? We also have the EAT feature. That is, we have a series of staff journalists who, well, collaborators actually, they're not on staff, they're collaborators who can write an article, okay? If, for example, we filter here, let's put the desired delivery date and we put the marketing category, okay? Automatically, the EAT section shows us the journalists who know or talk about marketing, okay? And they could even write the article and publish it under their name, okay? So we would put it here. We would also see references for this person, for example, Carolina Castillo. We could see her LinkedIn, okay? And she would sign it with her name and her brand, okay? So we would have, well, look, this girl who is a specialist in strategic consulting and in communication and reputation, well, we could have an article signed and written by this girl. Fine, here we could put the keywords, okay? The keyword we want, the anchor we want to appear in the article linked to the URL we put, and the type of link it would be, okay? This is very simple. In the end, well, we also have the options. If we want the editor to be able to add more internal links within the article, or that only ours appears, and the links, if they appear in the middle of the text, at the end, or at the beginning. I always recommend it to be at the beginning, okay? and we would add to the cart. And then within 5 to 6 business days, the article would be delivered, okay? And from here, from orders, we would also send you a separate email. You would receive the final URL, okay? So, well, that's from the marketplace section. A bit of a quick analysis. We would also have media packs. That is, here we have the packs we've created from Getalink, like a pack, for example, themed on health and wellness, where if you see the details, well, you'd get a link on these sites with these DRs, the individual value of each site, which actually the price, if you bought them individually, would be 4,490, okay? If you buy them all at once with this pack, you'd save almost 500 euros. And it's the same with other packs, plus packs created by the publishers themselves, okay? Regarding Vitalinks, well, it's basically about sending traffic to your posts that have been published on blogs or in newspapers, and that traffic clicks on the link. Right, this is super powerful. It works really well, okay? And we'd also have tier 2 links. Tier 2 links are like those manual links, links in forums, comments, Web 2.0 sites that we usually recommend creating to boost that link published in a newspaper, right? Let's say we create that layer, that sub-layer or layer 2, tier 2 to boost those posts, okay? We've also thoroughly tested and proven this, and it works really well. We'd have the section for media on sale. Sorry for going a bit fast, but I don't want the video to get too long. Well, it's basically a section where you can see all the media that currently have an offer, okay? Right now, there are 1,700 media outlets. The managed service, in case you want us to handle the entire link building strategy for your clients or your own, we could do it starting from 400 euros a month. It's not 400 euros a month for us, plus the link investment, but rather those 400 euros a month would already go toward those links, okay? So, well, just keep that in mind. Besides that, we have other services. We have press release services that we currently offer in Spain, in Latin America, where prices are the same, and in the United States, right? In the United States, we reach outlets like Benzinga, NCN, Business Insider, and so on. Okay, that's with the agency packs in case we want them all. That's for press releases, okay? We also have a newsletter ad service starting from a 300 euro minimum investment, okay? We suggest newsletters for you to appear in. We currently have over 100 newsletters, agreements signed with over 100 newsletters. So you tell us directly, like, my company does this, it's in the, say, marketing SaaS sector. Then we'd send you a proposal in a PDF with prices. And the newsletters we recommend you appear in, along with the open rate for that newsletter, a bit of everything, right? All the info, where you'd appear, whether at the top, middle, bottom, or a fully dedicated newsletter, etc. And then we also have the Google Business Profile Reviews service. This is a service where we only offer 6 reviews per month so that it's completely natural and safe for your profile. We also have the Google Business Profile Booster service, which is basically sending traffic to those profiles. Local citations, which also help a lot with your profile's ranking for local SEO. And Google Business Profile Optimization. This is a fully delegated service where we take care of optimizing your profile for you. We basically combine reviews, traffic, all the service settings, categories, descriptions, and so on. You delegate it to us. And finally, we have digital reputation management. That is, we have lawyers and also collaborators who help us remove those negative reputation attacks we might have received. We could get them removed thanks to the lawyers, okay? We also manage reviews. Like a negative review on Reddit, Google, or Glassdoor, we can handle all of that. The price would depend on, well, the attack we've faced, okay? But what we do here is schedule a consultation, get in touch, talk, study the case, and then give you a price. Okay? So that's basically it. Also, if we want to start working, we have the option to top up your balance, okay? Either by credit card, PayPal, or bank transfer. Soon, we'll also include the option to pay with cryptocurrencies. And, well, that would basically be it. In Tools, we have the option to schedule articles. You download an Excel file, fill it out, and send it to us. To be able to schedule those articles you want published on specific dates. Bulk media search, basically here we'd put up to 150 URLs, and the platform would return the ones we have, and the ones we don't automatically go to the outreach section, and then our team takes care of contacting them and closing deals directly with them. In case you only want to request one media outlet, you'd enter it here, okay? custom alerts in case you want to create an alert for, look, hey, I'm interested in a media outlet about animals with a minimum or maximum price of 300 euros and a minimum traffic of 5,000 visits. Well, notify me by email, okay? So when we add a media outlet that matches this set of parameters, okay? Well, we'd send you an email. So, well, basically this would be the whole onboarding and basic explanation, which ran a bit long, but anyway, that's all.